Let's see this. These are the various symbols which are used in the ER model. So we don't have enhanced ER model. I'm talking only about the ER model. Now let's see these symbols. The importance of these symbols is in the exam they might not say what each symbol is representing. They will directly give you the ER diagram and you are supposed to solve the question. So if you are to solve such questions, you should definitely by heart these symbols. It is not very difficult, it will be easy. Okay, so practice once or twice, you can write them down and maybe write them down 1 or 2 times, you will remember it. Okay, so first one is rectangle. Every entity is represented by a rectangle and every weak entity is represented by a double rectangle. What is the difference between entity and weak entity? In weak entity we don't have primary key, right? And weak entity should always depend on the strong entity in a identifying relationship, right, with total participation. And relationship, so relationship is generally represented by a this diamond box kind of it. And identifying relation means the relation between the weak entity and the strong entity, which is actually a kind of relationship only. That is why they are using the same kind of symbol with double. So now if you have to remember this weak entity and identifying relationship, just imagine that both are having double lines, right? And normal entity and relationship is having single lines. Okay, and attribute is generally attached to any relationship or identity or any of these four using a line and then a oval, right? This oval symbol is going to represent attribute, and there are various types of attributes, as you know. One is key attribute. So key attribute will always be underlined, right? So underline is going to indicate that it is a key attribute. And multi-valued attributes. Multi-valued attributes means it might have more than one values. For example, phone number. Some person might have more than one phones, right? Or addresses. Some people may have more than one house, one residential addresses. Then that such type of attributes are called as multi-valued attributes, and multi-valued attributes are represented with a double circle, double oval. And composite attributes are like name might contain first name, middle name, last name, right? This might be the name, which is actually a composition of three attributes. One is first name, middle name, and last name. And these simple attributes are actually atomic, and this is a composition of all the simple attributes, right? And next one is derived attribute. Derived attribute means we don't store that attribute. Based on some other attribute we derive this. For example, based on date of birth we derive the age, right? So this is derived attribute representation. And participation. How do you say that a entity is totally participating? By using double line, right? And then cardinality E1 is to E2. So if E1 is to E2 is 1 is to n, then it is 1 to n. What does it mean? It means that E1 can participate in a maximum of more than one relationships, but E2 can participate only in one relation, even though n side is given to E2. I told you that, right? You please refer to that relationships this video. There you can understand it. Okay. So anyway, you please by heart all these symbols. They might be of use in order to solve a question or two. Alright. Fine.